So in September of 2023, I decided to go to treatment to finally deal with my mental health after years of struggling throughout almost my entire life. I spent a total of 2 months inside the treatment center going through intensive therapy in order to get to the bottom of what the fuck goes on inside my brain. This is what I found out. I actually have a dissociative disorder, also known as multiple personality disorder or DID, but there's one difference. I didn't have the type of DID where I literally black out and switch to a different alter with no memory of doing so.
Because after this, it all gets a bit blurry for me.
Sure.
Hello,
Hi.
I'm Symphony.
Hi, Symphony.
Hi.
But I actually had the different alters that existed within myself, and then it all started to make sense. I'm not a psychotherapist in any way or manner, but here's the thing. A dissociative disorder usually originates from the ages of 4 to 6, where a trauma occurs and the young developing personality ends up splitting. This is actually considered a safety mechanism in order to protect the young child from the inescapable nature of the trauma. And now the child is left to fend for themselves with a debilitating mental illness. Now, I'm not going to go too much into the nature of my trauma because it's not necessary, and I know what I went through, but it had to do with the extreme narcissistic nature of my father. I actually had no recollection of what had happened to me until I got into treatment, which tends to be a common occurrence with people with the disorder. Now that I was finally diagnosed, I had a lot of work ahead of me, which included integration of all my alters. Integration is only one method of healing for people with DID, where talk therapy essentially causes each alter to merge into one core personality. This isn't necessarily the case with people who have the disorder, where sometimes the goal is to just live functioning lives with all of their alters present, because the process of final fusion takes a significant amount of time. After I was diagnosed, I also decided to go on medication, which is highly recommended for people with this mental disorder. I ended up on a couple meds that stabilized me out. At first, I was not for it whatsoever, but then I decided I should probably try it. You should talk to your psychiatrist if you're interested in going on meds. So I have my notebook here from when I was in treatment, and so I had to do a project where I identified all of my different alters. I just want to share with you what some of those alters are, and it's a part of me that only I really know about. So the first alter that I have is actually a toddler, and this alter is very young. They want to play all the time. I'll explain my alters in another video, but for now I'll leave you guys with this. After intensive group therapy and regular talk therapy, I can gladly say that I'm in a much better place and I'm sober from everything except for weed. I'll talk about my sobriety in another video, but for now I wanted to create a video about my DID that might lead me to talking more in depth about it later. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel as well as my OnlyFans, where they'll be linked below.